Hello there, it's Jerry Norton. And when you're working with motivated sellers, it's usually really important to come in as a cash buyer. Even if you're wholesaling, you want to present yourself as a cash investor who can close quickly and buy it as is. Well, buying cash isn't the only way to buy a house. Now, I like to go in as a cash buyer, but then as I start to uncover information when I'm talking to a motivated seller, oftentimes I can restructure a deal on terms. So in this video, what I want to do is pro tip here. I want to talk to you about how to structure deals on terms. And we're going to use this house right here as a case study coming up. Okay, Jerry Norton here. Welcome to another video here on the Real Estate Freedom TV channel. Everything we do on this channel is to help you profit from flipping houses, make more money in less time so that you can live your dream life. And that's what this is really all about. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click the bell icon so that you can get notified as soon as these videos come out. We're doing these videos like daily, and this is a pro tip today. On this video, we're going to talk about actually how to structure deals on terms instead of a typical cash transaction. So here's what happened on this deal. This was actually a for sale by owner on Zillow. Right on Zillow, you can contact the owner. So I contact the owner and we start a dialogue, we start a conversation. And I always start all my conversations with three things. I say, I'm a cash buyer, I can close quickly, and I'll buy it as is. Now, this happened to be an investor who bought this property. She's a licensed agent and an investor. Now, right on Zillow, I can look at the price history and I can see that she bought this property not that long ago, a few months ago, for $388,000. Now, she's got it listed for sale by owner on Zillow for $427,000. So she's trying to do a quick flip from what she bought it for to what she sold it for. So we're talking about the property. I'm asking her, why are you selling it and what's your motivation? Going through all of my regular scripting with my motivated sellers that I do. By the way, if you want a free resource for how to get that, I'll put a link in the description. It's my scripts. It's everything I do to talk to motivated sellers and all about how to work with a motivated seller. So I'm going through my dialogue. I'm talking with this agent, super friendly, super nice. Everything's going well. And I had, before doing the call, I had kind of run my numbers. So I kind of knew where I thought ARV was, which is 550. So 427, 550. Now on this type of deal, it would be a very light renovation. Now you can see behind me some holes in the wall. So there is a little bit of drywall repairs. But really what I would do is I would basically do carpet and paint, probably update the cabinets, do a few things. I don't think I would redo the tile. I would do not my typical rehab where I go in and I make everything brand new. I would go in and do a very light rehab, probably about a $25,000 budget. I still got to do fixtures. I still got to do a few things. I gotta redo the kitchen, cabinets, countertops. So carpet paint, so about $25,000 is what I would budget. And about $25,000 in this house, I think would get about a $550 sale price. And she's at 427, which means I need to be in more around 400. Kind of that's where I would like to see my numbers. I would turn this thing, I would turn and burn it. I would try to get my rehab done in a couple weeks, be back on the market and see if I can get 550 if I were to do a fix and flip on this deal. So, and that's what I'm looking at on this one, not wholesale it, but this would be one that I would look at doing a fix and flip. So I would be all in for about 425, try to sell for 550. Pretty good numbers, I think. Now I'm looking at it like, I would probably want to pay 400 cash. She wants 414 carried on terms, meaning I would come in and I would just take over her existing loan for 414. Now, why would I do that? Well, first of all, it saves me all of the work and hassle of going and getting a loan and of qualifying and closing fees and down payment with a hard money lender, 20% down or 10% down or whatever. I could just step right into a deal at 414, and then all I need to come up with is the other 25 for my rehab, which I could get from a private investor or whatever. I could come up with those funds on the 25, but it now allowed me to get into, or it allows me to get into a fix and flip without actually having to come to the table with cash. Big takeaway for you right now while I'm in this property is I always go into every deal. My initial conversation is I'm a cash buyer, but then I'm always looking for, as we start to go through a conversation and we start to kind of get down to the bottom line of where are you at, where am I at, what are the numbers, can I actually structure a creative financing deal with that seller and not have to come out of pocket. I'll even pay a little bit more because it saves me all of the work and hassle and time and energy of bringing in my own funding for a deal and just step right into that. If you liked this video, if you like the tips you're learning, there's a whole lot more that I do. I do videos like this every single day. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want my Motivated Seller scripts, then click the link in the description. You can download that free resource, super helpful. And Jerry Norton here, and I'll see you on the next video.